When you speak English, often you have to connect sentences or clauses. You want to make a longer sentence. You will find that in many places where I've given you texts, I've used long sentences. Here is the easy way to connect sentences. The item of grammar which we are studying today is called conjunctive adverbs. It's a combination of a conjunction and an adverb. Conjunction is usually used for connecting clauses and words and phrases and sentences. But these functions are mainly adverb functions. But their similarity is that they also are connectors. They connect. This video is made on the request of our special member, Mr. Santosh. I hope, Santosh, you're watching, and please share with everybody, and all of you who watch, please send your comments as to how you improved your English by learning conjunctive adverbs. We begin with the definition. What are conjunctive adverbs? These words show transition between two clauses, or they show a relationship such as contrast, cause and effect, sequence, addition, emphasis, etc. These are all the functions in which you find conjunctive adverbs. Now, the main difference between conjunctions and conjunctive adverbs is the punctuation. That is why I've made a special slide on punctuation. Conjunctive adverbs usually come after a semicolon. One clause ends with a semicolon, or a sentence ends with a full stop. Then only the conjunctive adverb is introduced. And after you start the second sentence or the second clause with the conjunctive adverb, you have to put a comma. I will give you examples of all these. Please note carefully not only the sentence but also the punctuation. As I told you earlier, there are 5 types of connections which can be made with conjunctive adverbs. Contrast, when the two clauses or the two sentences are opposite to each other. Cause and effect. One clause is there or one sentence, and the second one shows that it is the effect of the first one. Then sequence, that is one after another. Addition, adding something extra to the first sentence or first clause. And emphasis, where you put extra stress on the first sentence or the first clause by adding a second sentence or a second clause. We shall take the examples of the words under each of the 5 categories. We start with the first category, first type, that is contrast. Here I have taken 5 words. However, contrast, nevertheless, nonetheless, on the other hand, and still. Now let us take examples with each of these in separate slides. The matter is important, full stop, first sentence ends. However, that is the conjunctive adverb which I have highlighted in yellow, comma, it cannot be discussed now. Now, matter is important, it cannot be discussed now. They are contrast, they are opposite to each other. He was late. Nevertheless, he did not drive rashly on the busy road. Try to make many sentences and practice these words. The weather is bad today. Nonetheless, the program has to be conducted. The gym had some rules. On the other hand, the society did not believe in following any rule. Everyone told her to stop trying so hard. Still, she persisted. Look at the semicolon and the continuation. Let us move to the next type, cause and effect. Here again we have 5. Accordingly, consequently, thus, therefore, and as a result. We shall see sentences with each of them. I was told to be ready early. Accordingly, I got ready much before time. The main road was closed for repairs. Consequently, we had to make a detour. There is a press conference. Thus, all journalists have been invited to attend. Now you can see that in some of these sentences, you can interchange. Instead of saying thus, you can also say therefore, which is also cause and effect. So you can make many sentences in order to practice how in certain places these are replaceable with each other, in certain places they are not. You carry out your duties efficiently. Therefore, you deserve the promotion. He fell ill suddenly. As a result, he had to apply for a week's leave. Now we move to the third of the 5 types. Here it is sequence. The 4 examples I've taken are next, then, finally, and subsequently. Subsequently means after something. Let us now look at the examples. Do this immediately. Next, you can decide what else needs to be done. That means something has to be done immediately now, and next, after that, sequence, one after another. That is what sequence means. First you come here, then we shall decide what to do. They tried hard for a long time. Finally, they succeeded in assembling the furniture. These days you get furniture in boxes, little bit. Then you have to bring them home and put them together. That is assembling the furniture. She joined as a junior partner in the firm. Subsequently, she became the chairperson. Here is category number 4, that is addition. We have 4 examples here. Also, in addition to, moreover, and furthermore. Now here are the examples. Make a list of jobs that need to be done. Also, select the best person to do each job. So it is addition. You have to first make a list and then make a list of people who will do it. So 1 plus 1. Please notice how differently in addition to is used here. There are 2 clauses. Helping the poor becomes a phrase because here helping is not a verb. We should also live an ethical life. That is the main clause in the sentence. So this is a different type of sentence than the other examples we've seen. In addition to helping the poor, we should also live an ethical life. Technology makes life simpler. Moreover, it is a part of human progress. The police took action against the miscreants. Furthermore, they will be brought before the court. Now we have come to the last of our 5 categories, that is emphasis. Certainly, in fact, indeed. These are 3 examples. Indeed, I have already done a short video because this was asked in a live class by one of the members. So I have put an entire video on that which you can watch. It's just 2.5 minutes, so you can watch that to know more. Let us now see examples of these three. You should give your application on time. Certainly, the company will consider it favorably. Here you can also say, the company will certainly consider it favorably. That makes it into the adverb function. That is how an adverb appears. As I told you, conjunction adverb. Adverb used as a connector. He is very generous. In fact, I have not met anybody more generous. We can complete this project within a month. Indeed, it is possible. You see how emphasis is added. With this, we come to an end of this video on conjunctive adverbs. I have given you all the types, the definition, examples. Now what you need to do is you need to observe when you listen or when you read. Please observe the use of these words in sentences which you encounter. Then you will find that you're becoming more and more comfortable using them. And once you start using them yourself, your confidence and your ability both improves. Thank you and all the best.